people were loyal to Vince McMahon. TKO, bro, with the raising of ticket prices and non-competes like this, they are dealing with a corporate conglomerate. This is not, there's no fuzzy feeling mom and pop and we're doing this for Vince. This is a corporation.
All right, let's talk about let's talk about let's do the Andrade thing. Let's
get a pep. We need another picker upper.
Yeah, because actually I'm gonna read a quote from Tony Khan.
Okay, so let's get a picker upper.
Let's do it. Okay.
This is what we envisioned in January, okay?
Yes, sir.
It's happening here in September. Gonna go on forever.
Yes. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Andrade.
Yes, forever. He showed up in AEW and attacked Kenny Omega. However, it turns out that this was a breach of his non-compete clause. Tony Khan said, "I have a ton of respect for him. I can't say much more other than to say that I'm very excited to see what happens next with Andrade. I love the guy very much, and I have a lot of respect for him." This is what Otunga said, and we talked about this before. I want to go a little bit more into it. He said, "The fact that you're preventing somebody from working to support themselves in their given field for an entire year and you're not compensating them, that right there, we can go back to contract 101. It has to be equal on both sides to where you're giving up something in exchange for something else. In this situation, the talent would be giving up the right to earn a living in exchange for nothing because they wouldn't be compensated by WWE."
Yeah.
So they're taking the AEW, if all these stories are true regarding his contract status, they are not allowing him to get paid in AEW. They weren't using him in a way that was satisfactory to him. They released him, and they're not allowing him to get a pretty hefty check from AEW. Now he has to claw, and he's a wrestler. This is what he does for a living. So now he has to claw and scratch his way into making money from the indies. And that's the big thing when you're dealing with, big name conglomerates, is that they're using their dollars to push you and to give you the promotion that you need, so you don't have to do all this when you're, compared to when you're in the indies. Why would someone who knows that they're not going to make the same amount of money as they would in AEW or WWE want to do that unless he goes back to New Japan or Mexico or something like that? But other than that, they literally just took these dollar signs from Andrade and they yanked it from him, not to exchange it for a better offer, but for nothing. And I don't understand the logic when it comes to that.
Yeah, it's not, bro. That would never stand up. I mean, and let's face it, man. Did Vince McMahon and TKO, do they have great lawyers? Yeah, bro. So do the Khans. Okay, yeah. When you're billionaires, man, you've got good lawyers. And I tell you, bro, I remember this going all the way back to about 1995-ish when Steven Regal fought this. And it came back. You cannot prevent somebody from making a living, and he won, and he was able to work. So I mean, it's been proven in the past that this will not hold up in a court of law.
Yeah, like I said, it definitely seems like they know that they have big name lawyers, they have good lawyers, they have the money machine to back up something even outrageous as a 90-day or even a year or even a 2-year no compete clause, because they know that the wrestlers probably won't have the dollars that would fight for them and win. You know what I mean? And I think that if someone does have the money, go for it, because if you spend a little money here to get a good lawyer up front,
yep,
you have the potential to make a whole lot of money when you're released from that contract versus being held back from, competing in AEW because of this non-compete, man. It just doesn't make sense as far as why they would do something like that. Now, it makes me wonder, do you think that it's a TKO thing that's been being implemented with these longer non-competes versus the 90-day?
I definitely think so, bro, because a couple of people have even come forward saying since TKO, their royalty checks are not the same. And I know Kevin said that, but a few other people have said that as well. So, yeah, bro, a lot has changed since TKO. And bro, that's, again, I'm going to say it again. People were loyal to Vince McMahon. TKO, bro, with the raising of ticket prices and non-competes like this, they are dealing with a corporate conglomerate. You know, this is not, there's no fuzzy feeling mom and pop and, you know, we're doing this for Vince. This is a corporation, a huge corporation. And at the end of the day, bro, all they care about is the bottom line. They don't care about any wrestler on that roster. They don't care about any fan in that seat. They are a huge corporation. They just care about profit margin.
100%. And I can't say this for everybody, but several wrestlers have told me directly that they're taking away comps too, man. So they're trying to fill every single seat, and even that comp ticket that's on the first or second or third row. No, that's a $30,000 seat that you're going to, you know, your friend, no, or a family member. No, don't put them in there. That's $30,000 that we can have instead, man.
Yep.
And once you do stuff like that, man, you're losing the morale of both the wrestlers and the family and friends of the wrestlers too.
Yep.